It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Jueyun Karst.
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their Still, Ganyu should have been back.
Is that so?
I'm afraid even when it's time for her annual leave, she couldn't possibly be using...
Oh, Paimon!
It's because... When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter...
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Speaking of Jueyun Karst...
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Jueyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're safe.
It's about...
No, perhaps we should go to...
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outsong? We should hurry up.
Guess we can rest a bit. Better than nothing.
Person standing over there! That's Ganyu! We finally found her! Ganyu! Here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But
that's why you're here? You want me to come back?
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Leo, my Adepti blood makes me unwelcome. I delivered the letter and came back to Leo. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your work after 1,000 years away.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer? We're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests.
Wow.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. A matter leaves you. Not to worry. One is yes.
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, Paimon wants...
When one was plump, the day gone so
Cloud Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
Ah. Be that so? Huh. But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst, one will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will...
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, anyways, what's that training?
She has sought to reclaim... She should be in this...
Huh, is that so? So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here? Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too long. Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adeptus training.
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. The training is much to her signature.
Is it...
No, I'm aware of your strength, if you're ready.
is a really awesome shooter.
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. Next on the agenda... We've completed the task. What? I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of...
Ganyu, what were you...
The training's not...
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No.
Who is...
Conqueror of...
Huh. So it's Xiao.
I found him. He's already waiting.
Of course we...
Rise.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't
I'm sorry.
I don't need your explanations and don't
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. The trial I've prepared for you...
Yes.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed!
Time for retribution! Riptide!
Life goes on. Sacred name, Fortune Preserver.
You're mine! Verdict is... You're mine! Burn!
Born of ice and frost. Blaze over. Rise.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Access denied. We're way beyond.
Time for retribution! No time to lose.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Verdict is...
Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis.
Burn! Verdict is... Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt!
Access denied. No touching.
Time for retribution!
All hail. Life goes on. Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Burn!
I should have stayed indoors today. I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation, only you can evaluate the result of this trial.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your train.
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon... Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask...
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can...
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump...
For free?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that it would be unfair to other people if you got
Hold on. I've heard this all before.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. A person of your age should focus on work and...
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you... You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real...
Nobody... Ganyu?
I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself, but being questioned by him made me realize that, but I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an
It's true! Just believe us!
Alright. I'll go with if I'm proven right.
It's a step in the right direction.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there!
I suppose you have a point.
That's right! Where do you...
I've spent too much time in the mountains. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
Adventure time!
No time to lose.
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. It's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, it put me in a certain mood.
Is that... I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
Lady Ganyu, why are you calling her that?
Allow me to introduce Uncle Tian. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for
Uncle Tian is a member of the Liyue Chising.
What? It's the same.
Hush now. Fishing in the pond. In most people's eyes.
Uncle Tian is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
What an honor.
Uncle Tian, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me Lady Ganyu.
My apologies. Thank you for looking after me when I first...
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the...
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu.
Yes, she works at Yua High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself. May I trouble you to meet her at UAI Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been...
She's back in character, just like that, huh? Let's move then, to Yuhai Pavilion.
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but...
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I...
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yua High Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent
So, what can you...
There are obvious, without any evidence.
I see.
Well,
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then.
Huh?
If I remember...
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu. Miss Ganyu plans...
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is...
Yes, you're right.
Aha! We meet again, traveler.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to... Should we need to place such an...
What? Ugh. That rascal Dongsha.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving. Huh. Is there anything you'd like to...
Don't let that rascal fool you. If you don't believe me...
You know Second Life's business?
Of course. Ugh, I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look...
Oh, of course. Line by line. Ah, here, I found it. That exquisite look at the tax record.
I see. He must...
I took...
But
He might have destroyed a...
Aha!
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenter's. Thank you for shining a...
Oh, please.
It's all right, Weishin.
Ah, that's...
Ah, welcome, welcome. How can an old carpenter like me help you? I'm usually happy to take...
Chinks are really...
Hey, I heard that.
Master Liu,
Why would the Qixing...
Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice?
Oh, it's about...
Sure enough, Miss. Could we perhaps...
Of course, but...
What?
As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself. And while you're at it, you can teach those louts a lesson.
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back to work.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for a...
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers.
Oh, Paimon Season 2! It's one of the Fatui!
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's...
Ever since Osai, we won't cause... Besides, I can already... My intuition as the
Then what are we waiting for?
Frostbite.
Tidal wave! Cha! Cha! Cha!
Life goes on.
It's time for a flash break.
Everybody stand back!
Verdict is...
You scoundrels!
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the outskirts of Chinksa village?
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
About to... what?
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Chinksa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim here.
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries, that's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel that he's telling the truth. I misjudged the situation and offended you. My apologies. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a complaint to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet...
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time...
No worries! So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got.
Right.
Go.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Burn!
Wow.
Retribution!
Tidal wave. Yeah, brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Wheel of life.
Burn!
All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too. This one is Second Lives! We finally found it! Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin.
Ms. Ganyu, I
I promise to help. Look, it's the. Agreed.